Hey everybody, we're going to go over the homework and we're going to be working on the distributive property into two terms, okay? So look at this 6, it's coming in the back door. If you don't like it there, bring it to the front and then distribute, right? So 6 times r is 6r and 6 times 5 is 30. Don't forget to distribute to that second term, right? And just bring down the negative there, 6r minus 30. Okay, we're going to distribute the -3, and if it helps you, circle each term, and that way you won't leave a negative out, and you'll remember it's a -4, not just a +4. So 3 times 2h is 6h, 3 times 4 is 12. Now let's go back and do the signs. The opposite of a positive is a negative, and the opposite of a negative is a positive. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to distribute from the back this time and not move it to the front. 8 times 4 is 32. 4 times w is 4w. And negative times a positive is a negative. And a negative times negative is a positive. All right, and realize that could be written backwards as well. All of them could be written backwards. All right, this is the only time I'm going to do it because we're starting to realize that, yeah, they can all be written backwards. Okay? All right, next one. Distribute the -9 to both. So let's talk about 9. 9 times n is 9n. 9 times 2 is 18. The opposite of a negative is a positive, and the opposite of a positive is a negative, right? That negative takes the opposite of both of these signs. Okay, next one. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 4d is 20d, and everything's positive, so just put a positive between the two. All right, and the last problem on this section. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 5 is 30. The opposite of a positive is a negative, and the opposite of a negative is a positive. Just don't leave out your t like I almost did. Okay. All right, well here we're going to be looking to combine like terms, right? So I've got like terms, I've got 4k, -5k, and 3k. So basically 4 plus 3 minus 5, that's 8 minus 5 is 3, don't forget the k. And then plus 4, right? This comes down, that can't be combined with anything. So 3k plus 4 or 4 plus 3k. Next one, distribute. We've got 24p minus 16, and then bring down bathroom boy. Okay, 24p minus p is 23p minus 16. All right, the next one, we distribute and we get 9 minus 3g. And then this stuff, remember, a positive, the opposite of a negative, or sorry, we could say the opposite of a positive in this section, and just make that minus 4g. It's the same thing. So I'm going to combine my like terms, those two negatives, right? That becomes negative 7g, and I still have the 9 left over. So it's 9 minus 7g. All right, next one. We're going to distribute into one term here and get negative 8a. We're going to distribute, careful, the negative 3, and you get negative 3b minus 6a. And now we're going to combine like terms, the a's, right? Combine those a's to get negative 14a minus 3b. All right. Next, distribute, get 15r. Here, distribute, you get negative 24d. All right, and plus d. And don't forget the negative here, right? So my like terms are the d's. Now think about this. The coefficient here in front of the d is 1, right? So what's negative 24 plus 1? It's negative 23d, right? And I bring down negative 15r, and those can't be combined because they're different. All right, and the next section, the horses are alike. What's 5 horses minus 2 horses? Well, that's 3 horses. I also got 4 cats and a constant, and none of those can be combined, right? So this is a positive 4c. That is your answer. You can put those in any order you want. The final 3 problems in this section, combine like terms. 7 n's and 5 n's make 12 n's. Ooh, and don't forget about that n. What's 12n minus n? That's 11n, right? So now all the n's are gone. Bring down minus 7. So 11n minus 7. My like terms are the g's. 6g plus 3g is 9g minus 8b. There we go. And here we go. Distributing 2k minus 14 after you distribute, plus those 5k's, you get 7k's minus 14. There we go. And the last section was the properties. Okay, anytime you multiply by 1 and get itself, that is the identity property. Identity. Okay, next one. Anytime you switch the orders of the numbers, Okay, that is commutative. Okay, next one, anytime you add 0 and get the same thing, again, that's the identity again, just with addition. All right, and 5 plus 7 plus 3 equals 5 plus 7 plus 3. Notice the numbers didn't change, but the parentheses did where we're starting the problem, right? That is called the associative property. And the last one, changing the order of the numbers, that is commutative. All right, so there you go, guys. Hopefully you did well in that assignment. Good job.